Well, I'm uploading this video because I believe the Father showed me something that I find interesting. I had this impression that I think the Ruach HaKodesh, the Holy Spirit, showed me last night, and I just wanted to let everybody know this. Okay, I'm just going to make this real quick. It ain't going to be a long video at all, but this is going to be an update on Bible prophecy. Okay, now China, okay, is known to be the dragon. Okay, everybody knows that. That's common knowledge. Okay, so I think China is the dragon you see in Revelation 13:2-5, when it says the dragon gives him power. Okay, and the power to the beast. The dragon gives the beast the power. Well, I think the dragon, i.e. China, is going to give them the trade deal that China makes in 2020 is going to be the power that is given from the beast. And the United States is not going to be part of this new trade deal that comes up. Okay? You can Google China trade deal. U.S. isn't going to be part of it. Okay? Sorry, I'm having to look back and forth at my notes. And the Association of Southeast Asian Nations has 10 members. Okay? The 10 members sound familiar to me. When I read that, I said, wait a minute, that sounds awful familiar. It sounds like what you read in Revelation 17:12-13, where it's the 10 kingdoms. No, the 10 kings that had no kingdom yet. Well, if those 10 nations join forces with China, okay, that might give them a kingdom because they'll be able to do economic trade back and forth. You know what I'm saying? That's just something that dawned on me. It makes it, I mean, I find it kind of interesting that China's trade deal is going to include 10 members of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations. Okay? Which is going to be the world's largest trade deal signed in 2020. And like I said, the U.S. isn't in it. And also, I did some calculation, and I'm going to just give this date out there quick. I'm not going to go into detail in this video about it. But I'm saying the date of the rapture is April 26, 2020. But you need to keep in mind that the count needs to be based on, I'm basing my count and my understanding on the moon, the phases of the moon. So I don't know, we got to do a count from, but April 26, 2020. So you're going to have to count from the new moon or the full moon. I don't know which one, so I'm just going to do both just to cover myself, and then take the count out. So it's going to probably run into May because say for example that the new moon is technically the 1st of April, then you count the 26 days. Or you can go the full moon is technically the 1st of April, then you count 26 days for April 26. Okay? But I don't know. I'm still having to do a little bit of studying in it to find out. But that's my ballpark is what I'm saying. It should happen around that date. Because if you add the 28,800 days to May 14, 1948, it gives you the April 26, 2020 date. That's how I came up with that. And that's if you use the Jewish calendar, because, the Jewish date count, because it's 360 days, not 365. By using the 365 date count, if you do 365 times 80 years, you're off by 400 days. So you're a year and a month off of your count. So the Gregorian date count, the rapture shouldn't happen no later than May 14, 2021 at the max. But this is just a quick summary on it. And also, too, remember in the book of Revelations, it talks about how the merchants of the world are weeping because nobody's buying and selling anymore. Well, if China isn't going to be part of this trade agreement, who's going to buy and sell the products? Who are we going to be able to sell to if China isn't a part of it? That's just something to think about. Like I say, I just give this little tidbit out here. And this is something to think about. And also, too, I want to point out this. I didn't think about this yet, but you can Google this. October 2nd, of 2023 or 2024. I think it's 2024. October 2nd, 2024, just so happens to be Feast of Trumpets for 2024. But if you Google it, an asteroid is supposed to hit the Earth. NASA says the asteroid is supposed to hit the Earth on October 2nd, 2024, which just so happens to be the Feast of Trumpets, which in my study, Feast of Trumpets just happens to be when Judgment begins. And I got to do another video on that, explaining why Feast of Trumpets isn't when the rapture happens, it's when Judgment happens, but I'll do another video on that later on. But anyway, I just find it odd or interesting that on exactly October 2nd, Feast of Trumpets of 2024, an asteroid will hit the Earth, according to NASA. Okay, well, I'm going to let you guys go from now. Thanks for watching this quick little video. All right, bye.